call it Imbuve. Also, if you don't know Imbuve, it just sounds from the mountains, you know. There's a whole lot of people that started this wave, which is called Ladysmith Black Mambazo and Solomon Popoli. So it's now we're just the new generation and we're adding our own flavor to it. So it's called Imbube, but since there's genres here in South Africa, so we fall under Afro pop, which is African popular music. Yeah, that's how we describe our music.
Okay, me, I've been singing from Eskoleni primary stuff, but what actually made us Uguti tap into like melodies and stuff like that, it's just that we're so in tune with making music. We're making so much music that you can't just rap only. You end up experimenting, touching other things, and then we ended up on this lane. Okay, 2010 we were still in high school. I think 2015 we moved into Joburg.
Yeah.
And then we came here. We wanted to actually get signed and get a deal, and then we didn't get the deal at that time. So yeah, it was rough. At that time we were working with a lot of like Alawa Jasmine artists, so we were like around that circle that time. And then 2016 we decided, we felt like things are not working out. We felt like we should just go home, you know, because like it was hard here in Joburg. We had nobody, we were sleeping, we were homeless. There were times we were sleeping at police stations, eating Movites for months. So we were like tired and we felt like the dream is not working. And then we went back to Durban, and then we stayed there for like a few months, right?
Yeah, a couple of months.
Yeah, and then our friends called us and they said, yo guys, come back, you know back home things are slow, you need to come this side. And then we came this side, and then we met another guy. We were playing our music, and then he was like, yo, actually you guys, how about I give you guys Java's number, you know, maybe he might be interested in this song, because like it's almost on the same vibe. So yeah, we took the number. Although we slept on the number though, we slept because we felt like, because we've been in that position whereby there's like a bigger artist and you're trying to reach to that guy and he's just sleeping, you know. So we slept on it, and then one day we called him, and then luckily he actually said he knows us, you know, he's been following us. It was the greatest thing ever. And then he sent the music to Ambitious. The next day they called, and then yeah, that's when our life changed.
We do music for the people. Sometimes it's personal, sometimes we just look at people's stories and what they go through and put it to our music, because we feel like we have a voice. Whatever situation you go through, we need to voice it out so that we can see that you're not alone in that situation. So with us, some songs are personal and some songs are something that someone from the other side watching is what they're going through.
It's that thing of, you know, when you try by all means to be there for someone, and then when it's their turn to actually do the same thing and they don't, you know, it's just based on that. And crazy part is, when we did that record, it was like Angeti, before we were getting like a lot of requests from people saying, yo, must do a song with Sjava, and then finally we got to do a song with Sjava, but it wasn't planned. It wasn't like we had to call him and ask him. Nah, it's just in studio vibing, and then he pulled up from a gig and he voiced like a little Sheila. So it just blended in. And on that song, it's based on personal experience. Leana personal, Memeza. So yeah, something that we went through in the industry, like around early this year, from like late last year to early this year. So yeah, definitely that song saved us.
It's so fortunate that we grew up in Ladysmith, cause we surrounded by the energy of Ladysmith Black Mambazo, where they true to themselves and they're authentic like that. They're not so shy to show the whole world that this is who we are and we're proud of it. So we grew up around that same energy. So that's the reason why we're doing it even now, and we feel like there's a space for us to even get to that level. Java is doing it, it's showing us that you need to be true to yourself. There's no need for you to sound like them, because you can only be better if you do yourself right. Don't be other people, just show that you're proud of who you are and you do it. So now with that wave whereby we emphasize, because a whole lot of people in our age, they're trying to get the picture, even though not many of them, I wouldn't say not many of them, but plenty of them, they're getting the picture now. It's okay to be who you are, and don't be shy about it, and that's why we're emphasizing on, and we feel like it's working now.
Being yourself is the only thing that can actually make you you know. And even with the entire system and the way we grew up feeling that way until like we realize now that we've grown up, we're like, yo, actually this race that we're running, we will never win because this is not ours. This is not ours. They tell us what we need to say, and when we say it right, somehow we feel like we're smart or something. There's a lot of, like me, I even look at countries like China. They one of the, like, they everywhere, they doing everything, but they hardly know how to speak English, right? So like for me, I think being intelligent, it's here than the language that you speak. 5 years from now, definitely international. And when I say international, probably there's no ending when it comes to that. That's where we wanna go. We wanna go as far as we can. That's the main plan. Cause I feel like if you can stay here in South Africa and just chill and just do South African music all the time, it becomes boring. One, two, people get tired of you now. It's easy for people to get tired, but when you go out there and actually do some other things, be an upcoming artist somewhere else and come back here, it's cool. There's movement. So yeah, we want to go out. Definitely we want to go out. Yeah.